Carl and Brendan here from Games, Brains and a Head-Banging Life, gbhblofficial.com for short. And it's reaction battle time. It's my turn. And this one jumped to mind straight away when we were creating our lists of this latest round of battles. And I was like, oh, yeah, do that song. He might love it. He might hate it. It depends. It's a post-metal shoegaze track. But Sugar Horse, a few weeks ago, I never heard of. I'd never heard of. I got a press invite. I was free on the evening and was like, yeah, go to 229 in London. That's a cool venue. Shoegazy post metal. I like that. Why not go? I'll go, I'll watch, you know, and write the review. So I thought, yeah, I'll go, I'll have some fun. And it was cool. And watching Sugar Horse play, and I was enjoying it. And then he hit this song. And I turned to my wife and was just like, this is it. This is fucking it. Like, the first time I ever heard this song was live, and I was like enamored with it. Like, I went home the next morning, it was straight on my fucking my streaming whatever service and stuff like that. Listened to it probably 10 times that day alone. So yeah, big fan of this.
Cool. I don't know anything about them at all. I quite appreciate the warning, because actually it's quite apt for us at the bottom of the YouTube video, which says extreme close-ups of a balding man.
That is true, and potentially choosing silhouettes. I've got a lot of lights going on. All right, let's do this then in 3, 2, 1, go. It's coming.
Nothing to do but gaze at your shoes at this part.
Yeah. It's probably not the most interesting reaction because he can't really jump around. Don't cry, Brendan.
Huh?
Don't cry. Fuck yeah.
cheery.
It is. You've heard the part where, when I heard it live, that I turned to Lou. It was that first A Heaven Above This Mother's Son, them singing together, and I just went, what the fuck happened? Bass. I love how the fact is like, oh yeah, the video is really pretentious, but yeah, it is, but that's the point.
Fireworks seems like the wrong graphic. It should be like people crying or something.
Oh,
Explosion of noise and light.
so one of the things I've sort of learned and loved and kind of grown to know with Sugar Horse from following this song is so much sort of detail about them. To me, what I love about this particular song is I will never ever, if someone was to go to me, give me one song that encapsulates the term shoegaze. And I'd always previously have been kind of confused about it and maybe not too sure what I'd go to. Not anymore. This is the track. I'd go, right, go listen to Sugar Horse's Phil Spector in Hell. It's my nomination, so I realize I'm acting, talking like, you know, we already know I fucking love it. That's why I chose it.
Why you like it?
I find it utterly fucking beautiful. You know, I want to. There's several times throughout that listen to it, I want to be speaking, but I'm like, you're gonna miss something. You're gonna miss some element. You're gonna miss some of those wonderful lyrics and vocals. I don't know. Yeah, but yeah. So what do you think?
All right.
Yeah.
No, I liked it. I did. It was very, very nice. It's not the sort of music I generally listen to. That's the truth. When you said it was shoegaze, in my head, I was hoping it was more on the blackgaze side. So there's a little bit of me thinking, like, especially when the kind of keys started building, I was like, come on, go for it. And he didn't. He didn't. But that wasn't anything to do with him. That was just like, you know, my expectation, I guess. I'm like, oh, is it going to be like Ghost Bath? Is he going to start screaming? You know, but yeah, musically it's very nice. The video did my nutting, but I'm not going to judge the song on the video.
Fair enough.
It's very hard to watch videos with just constantly things cutting in and out of each other. And it's like, I want to see something and I can't see anything other than adventure silhouettes. I like the chorus a lot. I mean, until the chorus kind of dropped, I probably at that point was, I wouldn't say I was checking out, but I wasn't in love with it at that point, because obviously without knowing what was coming, it's got a very, very slow building intro, as this music often does, as any of the atmospheric often does. So slow that actually the first 10, 12 seconds of it, you can't actually hear a single note. That second 13 is when you start sort of hearing it gently build up. So that's really fucking slow. I mean, I'd be quite concerned if I was a sound engineer while they're playing live in the first 13 seconds of them standing on stage and they're just not doing anything yet. You'd be like, is it me? Like, with the buttons, we can't, no one can hear anything. Yeah, I was scrolling down to read the lyrics as well, so I wasn't watching all the video to read along with it. And I also really like the lyrics. All the lyrics were great. I like the atmosphere of the song. You know, I genuinely felt like it was impactful, and like, you know, you could kind of, I'm not sure I was 100% fully in tune with what they were trying to say, like from the lyrics and everything like that. But I felt emotionally involved. I just wasn't entirely sure what emotion was being invoked. I just felt emotional. You know, I was like, I'm not sure if I feel sad or like, or optimism.
Elated. Yeah.
Or, you know, actually maybe all of it at different phases in the song, you know, because I think the verses, which have a much kind of more morose, kind of down tuned tone to them, you know, which generally does, like, if you kind of really try and involve yourself in a song, does bring you down too. And then when the choruses come in with the backing and everything like that, it does lift you a little bit, so you're back to being positive, and then kind of ride that crest of emotion throughout the track. So yeah, I mean, I liked it a lot. Yeah, I thought it was really, really good. I'm not sure the thing with this is, I think this, for me, like, it's a win. This song's a win, and I'm not I guess we're not trying to do whether or not you win the genre. You know, but for me, it's when you get a song like this from a band and it's a song on its own and you kind of listen to it and enjoy it, that's great. The problem for me often comes from when, like, it's an album of, I don't know, 5 or 6 tracks, you know, 8 or 10 minutes long, and they're all trying to follow a similar pattern to this. Then an album becomes too much for me. But a song like this, standing alone, from a band with a very, very good singer, really, really good voice. Very much enjoyed his voice, actually.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, I mean, I've got no problems with it whatsoever. I thought it was really, really good, really, really nice layers, loads of layers. Felt emotional throughout it, and yeah, I mean, I can't really say you don't win, because while just after it ended and you were talking there, so I didn't forget, I was just adding it to my music player. So
that's a good sign.
So yeah, it'd be very difficult now to turn around and go, no, I didn't like it, while I'm secretly going, right, where's this song?
Well, I want to kind of go one further. And if you find time over the next couple of weeks, need to remember, check out the full album, The Live Long After, the fact that that's where it comes from. The reason being is because it's a lot heavier. The music is a lot heavier, because the whole shock thing was, for me, was that they were playing very heavy songs with a lot dirtier vocals. And then they hit Phil Spector in Hell. And that's what went, whoa. Lou, my wife, didn't really care for Phil Spector in Hell. They followed that live with a very heavy song, and she liked that one more. So, like, there's...
I was just thinking that when you said Lou, I was like, I can imagine Lou sort of throwing a beer on the ground in disgust and walking out.
I was just... I'd mouth open. One of the things I like as well, it's a bit silly, is I like the titles of their songs, is they don't take themselves too seriously. Obviously, Phil Spector and Hell is one of them, but on the album, we've also got Shouting Judas of Bob Dylan, The Great British Death Cult, Dad Caught World Cup, and Fat Dracula.
Okay.
Yeah, big fan of Sugar Horse, all from this one song, and seeing them play it live has turned me into a massive fan. It is weird, I'll take it. But what do you think? Let us know in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. You can check us out on gbhbl.com, as well as on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and Tumblr. Go to Patreon and help us out over there. That's patreon.com/gbhbl, as well as Big Cartel, where you can find some of our merchandise. We have a podcast running on SoundCloud and Apple Podcasts. And of course, if you like this video, do us a favour, hit the subscribe button and help the channel grow. Games, horror and heavy metal. What else is life for?